Hey guys, it's me, Richard Comiskey. Basically starting off my numerous opinions on whatever videos, and I told you in my original video that the first video I'd be covering would be my opinions on Sonic the Hedgehog. At this current time, um, but there's been a lot of stuff happening recently in terms of Sega as well, so I feel that that has to be covered as well. But I'll get to that later down the video. So, Sonic the Hedgehog, um, how do I put it? Because I've been playing Sonic since a very young kid. I'm 18 years of age, and I've been playing Sonic since I was 6 years old. It started off with Sonic 3D Blast for me. I was watching my brother play that, and it started from there. And to see him struggle now is just really, really upsetting. And the new Sonic Runners trailer got released just a few days ago, and I really don't like the look of that trailer. To be honest, I really don't, because all right, the thing with the trailer is that it starts with 1991, 1992, and you're like, oh, this is so epic, but it doesn't. There's no gameplay in it. It's so epic, but there's no it doesn't show anything about the game. It does it hinted towards like what could be in the game, like character wise, like jumping and flying. So Tails, being in the game, and Knuckles, gliding. I don't know. But there was a lot of information released as well. Like it's coming to Japan in February possibly, but I reckon that's not going to happen. I reckon that's going to be it's going to be released in spring. Um, but we still haven't heard anything in England, in the UK, so in Europe, and we still haven't heard anything in America. So this actually goes on to to my opinions on Sega as well, slightly, because if no one's heard the news, Sega of America had to move their base from where was it? I think it was San Francisco. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not 100% on that because so much has been happening in terms of Sega. There's so much information to take in. But yeah, Sega had to move their base, and I think they moved to California, and they were at that base for 20 years. And for a big corporation like Sega to just do that suddenly, and to lay off, because they laid off so many staff as well, is mind blowing. And I don't know. I just don't know what to make of it. I mean, whoever's in charge at Sega of America and Sega Europe right now, they need to get their act together because we haven't heard anything from both. Sega of Japan are just fine. They got hit. They got hit the least, I think, in terms of layoffs. And I believe Sega of Europe hasn't been hit that badly, but that's yet to be confirmed. So yeah, Sega of America and Sega of Europe do need to get their act together in terms of saying, coming out with these details because they can't leave us on edge like this when Sonic is struggling like he is, and just releasing a petty trailer like they did. I mean, they may as well just release the information, because I think a lot. I think we got more from just the information than the actual trailer. But yeah, but that's my opinion on Sega. Just thought I'd get that out there because it kind of flowed into what I was saying. But my opinions on Sonic overall in general are that this year I reckon he will have a mainstream game like Colors, because that was a surprise. No one expected Sega to announce that. But this whole mobile PC business, I'm not sure what console it's going to be on. I'm hoping it's going to be next gen, like PS4, Xbox One, because I want to see how Sonic does on them platforms, with that hardware. But at the same time, Sega is used to using the Wii U's hardware, so maybe it's best to stay with the Wii U. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. And I just hope this Sonic Runners does well. I mean, it's a free app, so you know, I would think a lot of people are going to download it, even if they're not a Sonic fan, because they will try it. You know, it's free. Have at it. What else? What else was I going to say? Oh yeah. Sonic Boom. Because I haven't brought attention to that, which in my opinion, pretty much shattered the reputation of the Blue Blur. I mean, it was one of the worst games last year. I mean, if you haven't checked Watch Mojo's top 10 worst games of last year, go check that out. It's number 2 on that list, and they explain why perfectly. Because it was just full of bugs, glitches. It's an unpolished mess. I mean, the game's perfectly functionable, but it's just unpolished, not finished, and you can clearly tell. It's like, it's like Sonic 06. You have to get used to it to play it. But the thing is, with a game, I shouldn't have to do that. I should just be able to sit down and play this game. I shouldn't have to adjust how I'm playing this game for you. This is about convenience and fun, and I don't find that fun. But and Boom didn't really sell that well either. Which led to Sega losing quite a lot of money. Because they also made Alien Isolation last year, which was a brilliant success, which I'm glad to say. But my final thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog are that he's losing his pace, and he needs to start gaining it again very, very soon, because, like I said earlier, it's horrible to see Sonic struggle. He's so iconic in video gaming history, and if he does die, everyone's pretty much going to go to Nintendo and Mario for their platforming cravings. I can't think of many other platforms out there that are still going as strong as Mario. Crash Bandicoot went quite a while ago. Ratchet and Clank did as well. So Mario pretty much has the edge at the moment. And as a Sonic fan, I do want to see Sonic regain his ground. And in terms of Sega, like I said earlier, whoever's in charge of Sega of Europe and Sega of America, they need to get their act together and tell us and come out with information of what on earth is going on as soon as possible. About the layoffs, about the game, what their future plans are, because they are just not releasing enough information for me personally. I just don't feel that they really care at this point, and I understand that there's been a lot of trouble at Sega recently, like I said earlier, but they have to work around that. And again, it's horrible to see Sega struggle, because they're also a big part in video gaming history. Sega does what Nintendo don't, if anyone remembers the 90s. That famous 90s saying. So, that's pretty much my opinions right there. Feel free to leave your opinions, because I'm very interested in what you all have to say. And for the next video, just drop a comment and what you want me to talk about, because, I'm a very open-minded person. I'll talk about anything, even if it's brand new to me. So, thank you guys for watching, and take care.